What's going on, world? You tuned into Fresh Radio, where I bring you family, revolution, edutainment, spirituality, health, and hip hop all in one show. And I am your host, the young man Nuke. And today, this evening, I have Tim Trilioni. Man,
Yes,
he's coming
sir.
here, man. We're going to sit chat. And we're going to make sure that he's definitely well heard and going to put down some information for y'all. Bro, man, how you feeling tonight?
Man, I'm feeling excellent. Like I said before, my homeboy was on the phone. I told him, listen, bro, we got to go. We got to talk about this girl problems and issues. I was just telling him, listen, I need to get on this call so we can talk about some important things here related to them problems, mental health and all of that stuff, So I'm going to send him the link.
So look, tell the people about you right quick, just so that they can get a good little grip about who you are.
Definitely. Well, I mean, Tim Trilioni, my name, originally from New Orleans. I've been traveling for a minute, spreading, my lyrical things, my music, also working in the communities, which I feel is definitely a part of, my message and my music. So, it is all connected.
That's what's up, man. We definitely gonna get into that music a little bit later, cause you definitely dropped me off a hot one. But man, so what type of traveling and community work do you be doing, bro?
Well, I just feel like coming from coming from different struggles, growing up, seeing different things. This is our obligation to do that. When we grow up, and we start to see things in this world for what they really are, it's our obligation to give back. So, when I talk about, traveling and different things, just moving around with the peoples, people who link up on the same vibe as me and that see the same things that I'm seeing, like we get together and you go out in the community, working with the less fortunate, doing youth programs for the youth, all them types of things. So right now I'm in Philly, and we did a youth program out here, and I should be out in New Orleans and back in February. So for the listeners or what have you, if they want to come down, check out. I know that's Mardi Gras time as well. They can come down, swing down, and we can do something. But yeah, like everything, like I said, everything I do is community based. Like even the music is therapeutic. So that's just my centerpiece, my thing, if you will.
I understand that. I definitely do. Shout out to Philly. I'm definitely I rock with Philly, man. Philly was they say brotherly love,
No doubt.
man, and I will say a house full of people cooked me some French toast one day, and they told me I was welcome back into their house anytime.
No
If
doubt,
any of the people in the place got a place to stay, I got a place to stay too.
Exactly.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah, Philly definitely got that hospitality. Yep. Philly definitely got that hospitality. It's a home outside of home.
That's what's up. So originally from New Orleans, and you doing your traveling and community service. Now, what got you actually into community service? Like, what types of community services are you giving back to the community?
Well, it's a range of things. My background is in mental health anyway. Which you could probably guess by, some of the stuff that, you've been reading or speaking to me about, earlier. Working with the youth, mainly working with the youth population and the homeless population, those are the two biggest things that we doing. And I'm not doing it alone, I have people behind me. We work as move as a tribe, as a team, and so those same people, supporting the music mission and, getting that message out, just, spreading enlightenment for people, and being more conscious of who they are and what they're doing, because a lot of times, if you don't know where you're coming from or where you're going, we all going to end up in a situation, and that's just, it's just how it is. It's just how it is.
Just to touch on mental health a little bit. I recently, and when I say recently, I finished reading the book actually on my wife's birthday, so on the 23rd. I finished reading Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's The ISIS Papers, the keys to the colors. I just finished reading that book, and for those who don't know, Dr. Welsing, she was a psychologist, and she'd also work with youth and things of that nature. And she was also a black queen as well, so she took it upon herself to come up with I can't even get the concept right, but it was a unified theory that had to do with psychiatry.
Philosophy.
And
Yeah.
right. And with that being the case, it was more African centered, and how the things that we are under and are placed upon, it definitely affects our psychology and how that and the way that we react to the environment around us. So I say that eloquently to put it bluntly. Man, what's going on in the world and in the streets from your point of view? And like what is the best way to combat that you have seen thus far in your experience?
Right. In my experience, I mean, like piggybacking off of what you're saying about the ISIS paper, I have I sat on we had a book read. I think it was must have been like 2 weeks. It's just a selection of different books, just touching quickly on different things. You know what I'm saying? As we try to mobilize out of certain oppressive mindsets. Like see that's what it has a lot to do with, and that's what this book was talking about too. Like during that era, when she was writing this book, Dr. Francis, a lot of people have been oppressed by ideologies and images of what they've been seeing and words spoken over them. You know what I'm saying? Same thing is going on today, and like she was saying back then, you have to start to break those chains in your mind. I mean, like you can snip a chain on your hand. Like if your mind is messed up, you can't even see what's the chains on you don't even know that you chained down. And so that's contemporarily, that's what we're dealing with. We don't even know that we chained down to the music, to the lifestyles, to just down to the basic elements of how the household is set up. These things have been put in place, and we just think that is natural, is normal, and it's definitely, there's nothing too much about the psychology and the dynamic between how we operate with each other that's normal. From the child to the mother, to the brother to brother, to sister to brother, relationships, stuff is all messed up. It doesn't have to be that way, but I think we're gonna have to go back to a time when there was peace in the mind to get ourselves back. Like if I'm trying to go to New York and I'm in Philly, I'm not just going to jump from New York to Philly. I'm going to walk backwards. I'm going to go through Jersey. I may go through a little bit of Delaware, then go through Jersey, and then hit New York, So you're not just going to go from point A to point B. And, so it's not for nothing, it's not for us to be feeling hopeless or like there's nothing that we can do. You just got to take baby steps backwards, But if you don't know where you're going to and you don't know the major source, then you're going to still have a issue with that. There's a lot of denial that we're dealing with. Oh, I'm not having issues. I have to be strong. I have to do this. I have to do that. Nah, you have to admit that these are the situations that I'm currently in. So, using those sound best practice methodologies with my population, that's what I'm that's the theory building that we're trying to do, because obviously if what was presented to us currently had too much credence, we wouldn't be in this place. And things change. As times change, we have to add and adapt to these situations, because 50 years ago, yes, a lot of the things that we were going through then we're still going through it now, but, with technology, stuff over the internet, like you can get racially attacked over Facebook. That ain't something that you had back then. Like people had to really go in front of your house and throw a cross. Your cross is on Facebook.
Right.
Digitally. You understand? They can lynch you digitally. You can't get no job, blackball you, everything. You hear a lot about that in the entertainment industry, and I've seen it myself. A lot of people speaking up for stuff, but there's a lot of conscious movements out here that are sound. Now, everything that say it's conscious is not. It's actually unconscious.
Right. Real talk.
Unconsciously conscious.
It's
so,
like what Andre 3000 said, is everyone with dreads for the cause? Is everyone with goals for the falls? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's the okie dokies out there, and
of course.
And even just to touch back on what you were saying, just to bring a little bit more clarity to that point, I wish I had that book in front of me just so I can go to the point. But she said that the areas of lifestyle, all of the points are covered, whether it be entertainment, whether it be politics, whether it be the manufacturing of fuel. I can't get the word out right there for that. But all of the areas are covered for suppression, and they have a way of subconsciously affecting, So, I mean, once you, like you said, once you realize what it is, it's over with. From there, you can build upon that, back in, I guess, like the late 90s, everybody wanted a brand new car and a lot of fancy, flashy jewelry around their neck. They used to call them whips and chains. Everybody wanted to drive a whip, and everybody wanted to have some change around their neck.
Just like I'm saying, like what you're speaking out over yourself and what you're speaking out. You made a very interesting point. So speaking about, you breaking those chains on your own mind. If you in that community, and in the book, it talks about levels of oppression, and you remember that, right? It talks about levels of alienation, anxiety, and all that stuff. So there's levels to that thing. And Jay-Z said that. I mean, he said that a long time ago. There's levels to this thing. I mean, I don't know if he was talking about that, but there are levels to sleep, to being into a deep unconscious state. There's levels to all of that. So once we break free in our own minds, in our own right, then we still got mom, we got dad, we got our brothers, sisters, depending on how many you got. And then the people down the block, you got friends. And those are battles, different battles that you got to keep attacking, keep that. A lot of us are suffering mentally. A lot of us are suffering, brother. A lot of us are suffering deep, deep, deep. And just to be in this place, you got a mental issue. I'm telling you,
man.
Just to be living and being able to operate, you walking around in an oppressed state and not really seeing yourself for who you are and what's going on. Because if we start dealing with all these murders and cop killing, all these different situations that we've had to endure, a lot of it is just avoidance, psychological technique where you see something but you act like it ain't happening just so you can get to the next step or the next day. You thought about that when you woke up before you went to the bodega down the street. You thought about that. So, but you can't think about, okay, well, this could be my last one. No, you just got to go and get you a little sandwich, and try to get back home and hope that don't no situation pop off. And that's an internal and an external thing.
It's hard to even get that point across. Yes, sir. A lot of people don't understand that.
We don't talk about it. We can't talk about it because it's like, nah, man, you being soft, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just it's the turf. Why should that just be the turf, though? Why should that just be what a brother has to deal with? You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, when you go to support for folks, they don't. It's like it's not happening. They living in that mental delusion, that avoidance state as well. So it's sickening. And when people's minds just pop and snap, Oh yeah, my man said, was he on drugs? He could have been. He could have not been on drugs. You know, you don't know. You don't know. It could be a combination of things.
Man, like tired of the police killing people. You know, just whatever. You could snap for multiple different reasons. You know, real quick, it's like and this is a mental illness. I don't care what anybody say. You know, I'm pointing fingers at people right now in their face. But like, you know, I stopped eating pork when I was 16, and I didn't stop eating it for any religious reasons or nothing like that. I stopped eating it because, the honest truth, I went to steal a rib tip from the oven when my mama was cooking them, and I opened up the oven, and the grease hit the bottom of my stomach, and it made me sick.
Whoa.
And I was like, yo, if the air made me sick to my stomach, what is it really doing when I eat it? You know? So at 16 years old, I had that conscious thought, and I said, I don't want to eat it no more. And truth be told, I stay away from, as much as possible, I stay away from products that even have pork in it, you know? And, you know, when you get to telling somebody, man, because I did the knowledge, you know, I know what goes on with the swine and what it does and X, Y, Z, but at the end of the day, when you tell people that you're not really supposed to eat that, an animal in general, you know what I mean? But like, you tell people, you know, you're not supposed to eat pork like that. That's not a good animal for you to eat for whatever the numerous reasons may be. You know, they'll look at you crazy. They'll try to fight you.
They will try to fight you. They will pick up something, and until you give them the look, like, yo, chill out. You know, they will try to fight you. You're right.
So, you know, it's crazy. You know, man, bro, we can go on about this for, I mean, mental illness, mental health, it's real, you know, and it's like you say, it's not talked about, you know. So you know, I definitely can talk about it, you know, because I got a couple mental illnesses myself that I embrace, you know, in one way or another. But you know, we're gonna talk about this music, because earlier in the show you said that you put together this music as a way also for the community to cope. So you know, tell us a little bit about this song that you're gonna sprinkle on us today. By My Side.
No doubt. Well, By My Side came about. Actually, it was through a dream I was having. You know, about dealing with oppression and depression and anxiety based on people losing. You know, you losing people like through, I hate to say the word, you know, but through passing, through death. You know, because people really don't leave, and so that's. You know, that's the theme of the song, that these people are by your side. You know, a lot of people hear, they think it's about a relationship or something. But that's in it too, you know, because that's also a loss, and it can equal the same emotion as somebody passing. So, I mean, that's a part of it too. So however people vibe to it or take it. This video was shot in Italy and in Spain, pieces of it. It was shot in March. There's a video I have out for it. But, yeah, that's what the song is about in a nutshell.
Man, that's what's up, man. My man Tim Trilioni. Bye.
Yes, sir.
In a cold world, Most High keep taking the pearls. Back on a Nibiru flight, to all that has come and gone. Lived to sin, loved and lost. See you again, Fred.
Taking daily minus racing contemplating.
One love. Trilioni.
Back to where we came from. Back to where we came from. Where we came from. Sitting here taking daily minus racing contemplating.
You're not here by my side. This is crazy. This is crazy. Now you're stuck. Now you're stuck. Now you're stuck. Now you're stuck.
Where we came from. Sitting here taking daily minus racing contemplating.
By yourself. By yourself. By yourself. By yourself.
Back to where we came from. Back to where we came from. Where we came from.
No replies. Time to face it. You not here. I'll embrace it.
One gunshot. She was in love.
With a man.
They were old.
Family.
He was on drugs.
Went to death.
Released the dove.
Let it free.
If I would,
If I could,
bring you back.
bring you back.
But I can't.
But I can't.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
Still we fight.
Still we fight.
Still another day. And I pray.
And I pray.
Get you back.
Get you back.
One day.
One day.
One day.
One day, y'all. One day at a time.
And you never say good. You never say goodbye.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And when it's said and done, whoa, I want you right here by my side, 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 by my side. And you never say good.
That's my man, Tim Trilioni, by my side. Man, bruh, I like that track right there. That's it's real soul.
No doubt.
Definitely is, bro. Man, yeah, man, took all my energy out, man. I'm like, I'm buying into the song, man. That's what's up, man. Tell us a little bit about
No doubt.
the project that track came from, bro. I know you work